Imagine that, more drama in the Jodi Arias murder trial. Tell me if this sounds familiar. New York mayoral candidate Anthony Weiner apologizing. For the past 2 seasons, Megan Welcher has been on the sidelines here at the University of Phoenix Stadium cheering for the Cardinals. The Dreamers, as you know, they are people who were illegally brought to the United States as children. But they will be joined by 3 activists who left this week for Mexico. Salinas' car was found here at Brown and Roosevelt, and although police say nothing appeared suspicious, the bags her roommate said she packed weren't in it. Well, even though it's still early, who would have thought this late in the season the Arizona Diamondbacks would be this good all alone in second place and poised to move into first? Well, tomorrow the Jodi Arias trial resumes. We've been following this trial for months now, and more fireworks are expected in the courtroom. Last week we saw allegations the prosecution was possibly mingling with jurors. One writer and reporter decided he wanted to cash in on this frenzy. So they're releasing an ebook. Good morning to you guys. Call it the Big Kahuna, the supersize of aerial assault, or the granddaddy of slurry drop. Whatever you want to call it, the DC-10 tanker is headed here. I don't want to butcher your last name, so
take a stab at it.
Franze.
Oh,
oh, see, I was there. You messed me up.
Sorry, I jinxed you. I'm sorry. It's Franze.
What is football without a tailgate party?
Yeah, there's a big one going on at the University of Phoenix Stadium, and anytime you can get a dancing cow and a penguin, you know you're in good company. I found out that you were a contestant on The Price is Right.
I was, and I didn't win a doggone thing.
A battle of epic proportions. That's how author and Senate President Russell Pierce described the fight over Senate Bill 1070. You've been in Washington, D.C. since 1982. Have you ever seen it this contentious?
No, I have not. I have not.
You've reached out to the people trying to fix some of these problems. How do we take that back to Washington, D.C.? Just heartbreaking all across the board. And this morning we're getting an eerie look at the Granite Mountain hotshot firefighting crew, demonstrating how exactly to use one of those fire shelters. People referring to the hotshot crews as the special forces of the wildfire team. These are the guys who get right into the thick of it, right when the fire is going on. They typically go ahead of the fire. They cut the lines. They do a lot of grunt work. Sick with an addiction. Those were the words coming from Ariel Castro there in the courtroom as he asked for forgiveness from the victims, but also said that there was harmony in the house and he did not harm the 3 girls which he held captive for nearly 10 years. You talk about this circus atmosphere that this trial has garnered as far as the attention, national media. Mr. Romley, is something like this that drags on for 3 months, especially when you look at the price tag of the defense, more than $1 million, does this kind of turn off the public on the justice system?
You know, that's a tough question.
Let's say you're hanging out at the park, right? Nice day at the park, and then boom, the monsoon hits, and all of a sudden, there's a pool of water everywhere. This is the Indian Bend Wash, and many people have tried to get through it. Many people have failed. Let me give you a perfect example of what took place last year. Yeah, good morning to you guys, and it might have started with some sort of argument when a suspect pulled out a gun and shot the victim at least one time.
To give you a flyer, my daughter's been missing. I appreciate it, thank you.
Suzanne Koss is pounding the pavement in a desperate plea to find her missing daughter.
It's hard because I don't know where she's at. You know, it's not like her not to answer.
19-year-old Adrienne Salinas was last seen early Saturday morning. Her mother says she and her boyfriend got into an argument on Mill, but she apparently went home, packed bags, and was headed to his house.
She had texted her boyfriend that she was on her way over to see him, and that was the last anybody heard from her.
But on her way, a witness reported her hitting a center median.
She got a flat tire, she hit the curb, she was going back, and she didn't make it all the way, so she got off the car, she parked the car, she got off the car, she started heading back home.
Salinas' car was found here at Brown and Roosevelt, and although police say nothing appeared suspicious, the bags her roommate said she packed weren't in it.
Our detectives now we have that vehicle. They're going to be going through it. They're going to be looking for any types of signs of a struggle.
I know.
Her mom couldn't even continue passing out flyers. She was so distraught, She's praying for the safe return of her Gateway College student.
I trust in the Lord that she'll be safe. If somebody knows of her, we need the community's help, and I trust that she'll be home safe soon.
You hear Welter tell police her boyfriend assaulted her, but new home video released exclusively to 3TV's Javier Soto may tell a different story.
For the past 2 seasons, Megan Welter has been on the sidelines here at the University of Phoenix Stadium cheering for the Cardinals. But this morning, nobody is cheering because in my hand, the police report of an assault charge. What makes this story even harder to fathom is just yesterday she was being celebrated nationally because she was an Iraq War veteran turned cheerleader. Let me explain. Because in 2007, she decided to enlist. And shortly after basic training, she was then sent to Iraq on a 16-month tour. After being inspired by some cheerleaders visiting the troops, she decided to try out and was picked last year to make the squad. However, more than a week before this story went public, she was arrested.
Hi, I'm Megan.
This is Cardinals cheerleader Megan Welter being introduced on the 2013 roster. And this is Megan, July 20th, the night she was arrested for alleged assault. According to Scottsdale police, that night she and her boyfriend were drinking excessively. They got into an argument that led to a physical fight. Her boyfriend recorded it.
Megan,
No!
stop!
No!
Megan,
No!
I'm videotaping this. Stop. Go inside. Stop.
No!
Stop.
Who
please.
is she?
The second-year Cardinals cheerleader told police her boyfriend started attacking her first.
Megan. Megan, ow.
I don't care.
Megan, stop.
You're hurting
please.
me too.
Please stop.
You know what? So it's okay
Megan,
for you
please.
to jam my head
Please
into
stop.
my tile floor.
Please stop.
But I can't pull your hair.
However, the police report indicates she didn't have any signs of being hit.
Give me your phone.
Stop.
Give me your phone.
Be quiet,
Give
Megan.
me
You're drinking. Stop.
your
please.
phone.
Welter was arrested for alleged assault, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct. We've reached out several times to the Cardinals organization for comment, but have not heard back. In Glendale, I'm Javier Soto for 3TV.